Get ready, America, for this is the best of Destination Small Town, a Cluck TV production, featuring the shows that have taken Sweet Swine County by storm. The reality hit, The Real Housewives of Sweet Swine County, Sweet Swine's favorite music show, Backstage at the Commune, the tastefully done cooking segment, Cooking It Up with Betty, the always zany soap opera, As the Corn Grows, and of course, the wildly popular talk shows that share what's happening inside and outside Sweet Swine County. Which shows will you be seeing today? Stay tuned and find out right after the break.
Get ready, because now you can watch a full of fun daytime talk show that shares the latest and greatest news about the people, places, and events found all over our story country. The Women of Sweet Swine County, hosted by three sassy ladies that tell small town stories with big town attitude. Now on this station and the web.
This program has been made possible by the Swine Song Commune, where musicians, artists, and hippie types live together and share their passions. To learn more, visit the online magazine at sweetswinescoop.com.
Get ready, because just when you thought you'd gotten the cockleburs out of your overalls, they're now on TV. That's right, this is one weed you won't want to pull. The Cocklebur Morning Show, with hosts who deliver a mix of news, entertainment, and information about the communities throughout our story country. Now on this station and the web. Welcome back to another exciting episode of As the Corn Grows! As we remember, before the fire, Katie was advertising for a boarder and hiring Ronnie Silage to run her farm. Today, Mrs. Swanson helps Katie prepare to interview prospective boarders in Katie's, newly remodeled home.
Oh, it's you. Well, you've got some nerve, lady.
Katie, have a heart. Please let me in. I'm just sick.
Well, okay. Come on in. You have 3 minutes.
Oh, them some fine apples, Prairie Ann.
You have to give me a second chance, Katie, please.
Why? Why would I believe anything you have to say?
Excuse me, ladies, it's about the room.
Would you mind taking a message, please?
Well, all right then.
As I was saying, why should I give you any kind of second chance?
Because we're friends. And Nosy Norma had no business sabotaging our friendship with rumor and innuendo.
Oh, it wasn't just Norma, and you know that. In fact, it was Mrs. Swanson who found you and Cousin John in the storage room all red-faced talking about something. The night that the house burned down.
Well, now, Katie, I may have misread that situation, and I'm sorry for that. I did talk to Cousin John about her work ethics that night.
Well, even though I accidentally spilled the kitty shrimp banquet all over, and Elmer went to jail for it, Lawyer Ed did find that it was Moki who really started the fire. So what do you say, Katie? Let's let bygones be bygones, okay?
I just don't know. I don't know. My trust can't be turned on and off like a faucet.
Yeah, but Prairie Ann is she adores you.
And she did save Moki the cat from the fire.
Oh, please, Katie, give me a second chance. Please.
Well,
Please.
all right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, giddy up. Oh, Katie. Oh, Mrs. Swanson.
Hello? Oh, yes, I do have a room for rent, yes. It's $300 a month. No, not $300 a year. It's $300 a month. Well, that may seem kind of steep to you, but... Well... He hung up on me. This is the 10th time somebody has hung up on me since we placed that ad.
Have you had very many prospects?
Well, she's had a lot of good prospects, but not any of them worked out. What was in that ad anyway?
Well, just like we discussed, room for rent, $300.
I was beginning to think that maybe it said something like, desperately seeking weirdos.
Well, the phone's just ringing off the hook.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Well, we'll see. I just hope that these interviews go better than these conversations have.
Yeah.
Well, come in, have a seat.
Hey, man.
You must be, Willow Brook. Would you like some coffee?
Oh, no, man. Coffee gives me hives. Not groovy.
Coffee? Hives? You gotta be kidding.
Yeah, man, coffee gives me hives. I get big blotches all over my skin, and then I'm itching, and my eyes swell, and my tongue swells. So that's a no on the coffee then?
Well, Willow, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, man, I was born a love child. My mommy and daddy and I, we traveled in the circus until the incident.
Incident? What incident?
My mama was the bearded lady, and my daddy was the elephant trainer. And when I was 17, my mama ran off with the knife thrower. And my daddy was freaking out, and he forgot what he was doing, and Emma the elephant sat on him. And Emma didn't know what she was doing. Ever since then, Emma and I have been traveling by ourselves.
Well, so you're saying that you would like to rent a room for you and keep Emma the elephant here?
Yeah, man. And we're looking for a place to rent. It'd be so groovy if we could stay here, because you know it's hard to feed an elephant.
Well, you know, Willow, when I took that ad in the paper, I specified that it was a small room. It was a very tiny room. And so I'm afraid that, you know, I can't rent to you and have room for Emma, the elephant, as well.
So that's a no way?
That's a no way.
Oh, coffee! Ah! My tongue on him! Oh my god! Oh, you take me to the hospital!
Are you
The
gonna-
hospital!
are you
Give me
gonna
to the
drive?
hospital!
Can
No!
you drive?
I'll drive her.
All right, thank you, Ronnie. Oh, my, thank you, Ronnie.
Come in, John, Minnie, have a seat. What a show yesterday. Wasn't that quite some excitement in the courtroom?
Oh, you were remarkable. The way you objected to this and objected to that. You were as good as Matlock.
You make an old lawyer blush.
Yeah, it was really great how you got old Elmer out of the prison orange and back into that Elmer Plow khaki we've all come to love so well.
Oh, well, suppose we should get down to work then. John, what can I do for you today? If this is something to do with Aunt Ella's will again, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you.
No, it's nothing about that. It's about this foreign-looking birth certificate I found and this fairy tale that old lady Swanson's trying to tell me. What can you tell me about that?
Oh, that.
Why, Lawyer Ed, you are as white as a ghost. Whatever could be the matter?
Benny, can you excuse us for just a few minutes?
Sit down, Minnie. You might as well hear this, too.
Johnny, you're not dying.
God, no, Minnie, I'm not dying. Lawyer Ed is an attorney. If I was dying, I would go see, I don't know, maybe Dr. Ed. Here, just relax. Have a drink of water, okay? Help yourself, Ed.
The truth of it is, I was sworn to secrecy for this entire adoption.
Adoption? Johnny, are you adopting a baby?
No, Minnie, I'm not adopting a baby. What do I adopt a baby for?
My biological clock is still ticking, but you're no spring chicken.
Minnie, so then it's true. I am adopted.
Yes, John, it's true. Rupert and Mary adopted you when you were just days old.
You're adopted?
Yeah, I'm adopted. What about this KGB spy thing that she keeps telling me about?
Well, it's not a fairy tale, John. As best I confirm, she is your biological mother, and your father is Russian KGB.
Russian?
Yeah, Russian. Crap.
Stanley Crockett. Dogs. I called him out the room.
I'm sorry, Mr. Crockett. I can't hear because of all of that barking.
Samson! Delilah! Cricket! Shut up!
I'm terribly impressed, Mr. Crockett.
Oh, it's nothing. I just seem to have a way with dogs.
So you're one of those dog whisperers.
Well, actually, I prefer dog psychologist, but dog whisperer is what people know.
Dog whisperer.
Yes, well, right now I'm working with a neurotic German shepherd, a bipolar beagle, and a paranoid Pomeranian.
Have you ever worked with a cord-chewing cat?
No, ma'am, I'm strictly a dog doc. I walk the land with my dogs, over the hills and through the bogs.
Dr. Crockett, do you have any relatives in this county?
You're barking up the wrong tree there.
Oh, you look kind of familiar. So, doctor, where is your hospital?
I was working out of my apartment until a depressed poodle bit the landlord and he put a no pets clause in the lease.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to say it, Dr. Crockett, but I have a cat, and so I'm afraid that there's a no pets, at least a no dogs.
Now, just a minute here. You mean you got an elephant out here in the backyard, but you're not gonna take my 3 dogs?
Well, I'm sorry. No, I can't. And the circus is coming for the elephant. They're coming back soon.
Samson, get away from that elephant! Delilah! Cricket! Out! Dang dogs. Well, thanks, Miss Katie.
Good luck, Mr. Crockett!
Samson! Delilah! Cricket! No! Get away from that elephant!
Elephants? Dog whisperers? What's next? A car full of clowns?
Well, what is next? Will Katie's dream boarder ever walk through her door? Will Mrs. Swanson help clean up the mess the elephant leaves behind? And will Prairie Ann write a story on Sweet Swine County's own dog whisperer? Find out after the break.
This program has been made possible by The Daily Boar. This sometimes daily newspaper reports the news the residents of Sweet Swine County want to know. Also now featured online at sweetswinescoop.com. This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns, with the release of Poems I Wrote and More Poems I Wrote by Sweet Swine County's own Poet Laureate, Ronnie P. Silage. After serving as Poet Laureate of Sweet Swine County for over 20 years, Ronnie was encouraged to put his poetic masterpiece in book form for all to cherish and enjoy. With a wealth of life experiences to draw upon, Ronnie P. is a veritable pit of poetic musings and life lessons learned. Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com.
Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now, we join Katie in her quest to find a boarder, Mrs. Swanson. as she keeps the coffee coming, and Prairie Ann as she plays doorman to the parade of prospective boarders.
Well, Betty Thompson, long time no see.
Well, hi, Prairie Ann. Did you know that there's 3 barking dogs, an elephant down behind the barn, and an unstable young man yelling out in your backyard?
Yes, I'm aware of that, but please, pay no never mind. Why not come in and have a seat?
Betty Thompson. Mrs. Swanson.
I'm Katie Olson.
Oh, Katie, I've known you since you were knee-high to a grasshopper. I'm Betty Thompson, Aunt Ella's best friend. Ha! Phony. What did you call me? You heard me.
Mrs. Swanson, please. Now, Mrs. Thompson.
It's Miss Thompson, but you can call me Betty.
Okay, Betty. To what do we owe this pleasure?
Well, I saw the ad in the paper that you have a room to rent. What happened to your double-wide mansion? Well, I'm building a house, didn't you know? A brand new one. But it's not going to be ready for a couple of months, and so when I saw the ad, it's perfect for me. I came right over. A new house? Well, of course. It was the first thing I did after I got my contract for the Cocklebur Morning Show. I'm the new food expert, and I get to share some of my secret recipes. You mean Aunt Ella's secret recipes? For your information, Mrs. Swanson, Aunt Ella gave those recipes to me. Katie, can I see you in the kitchen a minute?
Why, sure. Prairie Ann, would you mind pouring a little coffee for Betty?
Thank you. Throw her out on her ear.
Mrs. Swanson, what's gotten into you?
She is a gourmet cook wannabe.
Wannabe?
Yes, she is. She stole those recipes from your Aunt Ella. I know it as well as I know my own name.
Mrs. Swanson, please calm down.
You can't rent to her. She is a harlot.
A harlot?
She flirted with my husband 47 different occasions. And if you rent to her...
All right, calm down, Mrs. Swanson. I promise you I will not rent to her. So just calm down here. Take a deep breath.
It's been a long time since I lived here in town.
You again.
Well, what do you say, Katie? I could be ready to move in tomorrow.
Oh, I am so sorry. You know, I rented that room about an hour ago. And you know, I have a meeting at my attorney's in about 10 minutes.
I was afraid of that. I thought something like that might happen. Cousin John did offer me a room over at the Horsefly Inn. It's in Split Hoof, though. It's not as convenient. I'm so sorry. This would have been perfect. And I'll come back to visit another time when it's more convenient.
Yes.
Goodbye now.
Please do. It was lovely to meet you.
Why, Katie Olson, you haven't rented that room.
I know. But it's a long story.
But it's a good one.
Why not rent to Betty?
Meanwhile, at Aunt Minnie's house, we join Minnie as she tries to give Cousin John a haircut with her new do-it-yourself hair salon kit she received for Christmas.
Come on now, this won't hurt a bit.
Not now, Minnie.
Not now, Minnie, not now, Minnie. I wish I'd never bought you those binoculars.
Oh, for crying out loud. Why don't you go groom the poodle and just leave me alone?
Fifi is just fine. I clipped and dipped her yesterday.
Would you quit hovering over me and just go fry something?
Give me those. You'd think you'd never seen Katie's farm before.
Quite the circus, eh, Minnie?
I must have had one too many glasses of wine at lunch. I thought I saw Ronnie Silage riding on an elephant, being chased by a pack of dogs, a wild man, and Betty Thompson.
Oh, my little Minnie May, you're not hallucinating. Looks to me like Urban Katie has invited some of her artsy-fartsy Hollywood friends here to pay us a visit. Oh, crap. They don't have a camel, do they?
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Meanwhile, back at Katie's house, the parade of prospective boarders just keeps on coming.
Come in.
Hello, ladies.
Well, hello there. You must be Willie Odom. Why don't you come on in, have a seat?
Here, have one of my cards. And one for you, and one for you.
Thank you.
Would you like some coffee?
Don't mind if I do.
So, let's see, Mr. Odom, is it? What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a traveling salesman, I am. And I sell these Domingo Flamingo Pink Flamingo lawn ornaments. Surely you've heard of our company.
I have. My Aunt Elma has her whole front yard covered with them in Florida.
So, what are you doing selling pink flamingos in Minnesota?
Well, I sold so many of these Domingo Flamingos down south that I saturated the market with these adorable pink birds. And now, my managers reassigned me their top salesman to the upper half of the United States.
So you'll be on the road a lot then?
Yes, I'll be in, I'll be out. But don't be concerned. I keep to myself and I expect utmost privacy. So if I can pay you 6 months in advance, I'll move in tomorrow.
Don't you want to see the room?
No need. I'm sure it's fine. Just point me in the right direction. I travel lightly. It's just me, the car, the flamingos, and oh, if you don't mind, I gave my manager your phone number and I expect a call later.
Well, is Willie Odom, the Domingo Flamingo salesman, really the best in the business? Will Katie really rent her room to a man who sells pink lawn ornaments? Will Mrs. Swanson buy a flock for her front lawn? And will Prairie Ann ever get paid for the ad Katie placed? Find out after the break. Get ready, because now you can see a late-night talk show filmed in front of a discerning yet agreeable studio audience. Split Hoof tonight. Cousin John and his incomparable sidekick, Earl Silo, interview a roster of guests who make appearances that you won't want to miss. Now on this station and the web.
This program has been made possible by Purdue University, Sweet Swine County's Institute of Higher Learning, with 3 classroom trailers that can accommodate up to 9 students each. To learn more, visit sweetswinescoop.com.
Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now we join Prairie Ann as she tries to stay in Katie's good graces, and Mrs. Swanson as she hones her matchmaking skills.
Oh, Miss Thompson!
Oh, Katie. I felt so awful coming empty-handed last time without bringing you something. Well, you shouldn't feel too bad. You saved her a trip to the emergency ward to get her stomach pumped.
You should talk. You and your sweets and eats have sent more people there than, the swine flu and the common cold combined.
Oh, well, now, ladies, let's not fight. This coffee cake looks good enough to melt in your mouth.
I thought you were holed up at the Horsefly Inn. What did you bake this in, your Easy Bake Oven?
For your information, Cousin John allowed me to use his guest cottage. I have kitchen facilities, so I just whipped up the coffee cake.
I bet Aunt Minnie was glad about that, you harlot.
Excuse me? There you go, calling me names again. What is your problem?
Now, ladies, please. This is an awesome cornmeal coffee cake. Please.
Well, I certainly hope that you have your Dr. Ed on speed dial.
Oh no, really, girls, look. That's yummy.
Meanwhile, at Edie's Cafe.
But Johnny, why did you let Betty Thompson move into the guest cottage?
Why? Can I be neighborly and generous to a local TV celebrity?
Well, I suppose. But you wouldn't even let your sisters move in when they had to fumigate their house last year.
Oh, you don't understand. My sisters, God love them, they're crazy. It's hard for me to even believe we came from the same parents. Besides, they got 5 cats, and the cats got fleas, and I just couldn't handle that.
Cousin John, can I get you anything else?
Yeah, how about a piece of that cheesecake and freshen up the coffee there?
Norma, the mayor's order is up.
So, why let Betty move in?
Betty is trying to take Mrs. Swanson's place in Katie's life.
So
she can feed me the inside scoop on what Katie's doing out at the farm.
Here's your pie and a fresh pot of coffee.
I thought Prairie Ann was your Matahari.
Well, she was, but ever since the fire, she clammed up. I guess she doesn't want to ruin her chances with Plow.
Elmer? Oh, she's in love with Elmer Plow.
Yeah, go figure. She's turned off the information faucet. Now I got to go drill a new well.
Our well's gone dry?
Not our well, Minnie. The Prairie Ann information well. Have some more coffee.
Meanwhile, back at Katie's house.
Betty, thank you so much for dropping by today.
It was my pleasure, Katie.
Good riddance. Ha!
This cornmeal coffee cake is fantastic. No wonder Betty Thompson got her own show, Cooking It Up with Betty.
Ha! Horse feathers.
Oh, all right. Betty's gone, and remember, we have to make that quilt for the New Hope Bible Church fundraising raffle, so we better get started on that, eh?
You know, Katie, I was thinking, maybe we should have a housewarming party.
Oh, well, I think this house was warmed up some time ago.
A party? Oh, I just love parties. I bet you've had a lot of parties with your celebrity friends, Katie.
Well, yes, I have. But parties are a lot of work, and besides, I don't know how to cook.
You don't know how to cook?
No.
Oh, pish posh. Anybody can cook. You throw a chicken in a pot, you add a carrot or two, a little salt and pepper, bingo, you've got dinner.
Yep, Mrs. Swanson knows.
Oh, you make it sound so simple, like it's a pinch of this and a dash of that, and suddenly I'm cooking like Rachel Ray.
Oh, don't you just love her? I mean, she showed us how to cook pasta the other day on TV.
Oh, Prairie Ann, settle down. I'll help with the cooking.
Well, okay. Why not? Who shall we invite then?
I know.
We could invite Elmer Plow and your hired hand, Ronnie P. Silage. Who else would we invite?
Well, let's see here. We could ask Prairie Ann, but I know how very busy she is.
Oh, I'm not busy. I'd love to come. Will your celebrity friends be there? What should I wear? What should I do with my hair? Oh, I've got to get my nails done. Oh, giddy up!
Well, isn't that a happy turn of events? Will Prairie Ann explode with excitement before the big day gets here? Will Mrs. Swanson trot out one of her prized secret hot dish recipes? Will Elmer Plow find out Katie can't cook? Find out next time on As the Corn Grows!
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of The Sweet Swine Diaries, a collection of unauthorized biographies by Cassidy Davis, featuring a riveting collection of the exotic, neurotic, chaotic, and even psychotic stories about the lives of the Sweet Swine County ladies. Miss Davis is quoted as saying, "I have never seen so many single women with so many problems in my life. Enjoy." Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com. This program has been made possible by The Daily Boar. This sometimes daily newspaper reports the news the residents of Sweet Swine County want to know. Also now featured online at SweetswineScoop.com.